Good morning, everyone. It's 2:09 a.m. on Thursday, March 5th, 2026. I'm in a great mood. I went out to karaoke. I had good food. I had a few drinks. I interacted with people that I know, like, and trust, and believe are not going to murder me or randomly call the police and make false accusations about my behavior. So I'm actually out and like walking around. I have not been, now that I've had like a safe space to be, and I've been isolating again in small spaces. Like I have my own room in my friend's house now, so I've been mostly staying in my room and doing stuff there, and like being in my car and just staying in my car again. It's just that whole thing of like, I have so much compassion for people who have been like long term incarcerated. That's part of like I started talking about like, no, I'm just gonna like that, maybe I'll just appeal to the Christian right instead. I don't know. The leftists hate me. Everyone's just gonna hate me because like that's the thing is that like if I actually get any attention, I chose as a small child to start acting like really intentionally off-putting and frightening. Like I did the goth thing on purpose, but in like the sexy way. I wanted to be frightening and intimidating because I am tiny, and people kept telling me that I was so small and I was so vulnerable, and that like everyone was out to get me and everyone's gonna hurt you, and I come from a really complicated background, and I am genuinely afraid for my life every single day in the United States of America. Like I was born. I'm walking around in the town where I grew up as a child, devastated that I'm not allowed to go on public school property because I'd love to be able to give them the benefit of a doubt, but no. I called the Braintree police for help from my middle school where I had gone to pray for guidance. Because for like I'm like very spiritual, but I'm an academic. Schools are more sacred ground to me in the way that I think of the world. Like the places that taught me the and that's the thing. I have other videos that I'm gonna upload that have like are just me. It's most of today is me just reminiscing about like the teachers that steered me correctly and were kind to me, because I was one of those dangerously intelligent children. Like I get upset about these things because I keep saying things to people that are like they're very intended to be like, no, you should be concerned. You shouldn't accuse me falsely of making a bomb threat because I tell you I chose not to learn chemistry. I know how dangerously impulsive and just explosively angry I get. I chose not to study that because my mom's boss, his son blew himself up. Like I used to walk around telling him like I'm gonna kill absolutely every single one of you if you don't stop. Like if you do not just stop picking on me about absolutely anything you can fucking think of because you just want to see what happens. They wanted to see what would happen. Because I just from very early, like when I was very small, I was violent. And I talk about this because this is a part of the masculine, toxic masculine. There is a toxic trans masculinity that we do not talk about. And as a man who has done things I'm deeply ashamed of, there are conversations between men that need to be had, and I don't care if you were born with a dick or not. There are conversations between men that we need to have Because the only way that we fix the problems of sexual violence and sexual aggression are if the people who are doing it and like allowing it and perpetuating it actually take responsibility and correct that behavior within themselves. Teaching victims to pack up and run away will never solve that problem. And men are more often the violent physical aggressors. The emotional violence that we also experience and the physical violence that we have experienced in the past, we as men, that is if you if you want to consider yourself a man in the same way that I consider myself a man, you have a responsibility to correct that behavior in yourself and to challenge it in other people so that we can finally stop that fucking cycle. Horrified when I realized, no, I'm just perpetuating the same fucking bullshit I grew up in. Doing the same shit to other people. And the thing is, like, from very early on, I was like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. I hate the way I am treated, I hate the way we treat each other. This is just the way it is. There's this split. And that was, they would have, in the past, it was multiple personality disorder, now it's dissociative identity disorder. I am many people. Usually it's 3 to 5 different entities that are like piloting the meat suit, which calls itself trajectory. It's so complicated being this mentally ill. And a lot of that is honestly stuff that I was like, nope, this is the framework for my own existence that I am consciously choosing. I just choose to believe that these are the things that are true, and then things just sort of fell into place. And then I'm capable of functioning in the world again. But, like, I'm afraid to lay down and go to sleep in my own bed. It gets bad about once a month. It's usually, this is about the time. It's the full moon time. It's the I would be menstruating time. My emotions get wild about once a month, and oh right, I have so many things I'm worrying about. Police departments. It's late and I should be asleep. I've been awake since at least 7 o'clock in the morning yesterday. And I ran around all day going to police departments and courts and trying to find my boyfriend. It's so cold. The moon's beautiful, so that's good. But yeah, so I ramble incoherently when I am overtired. I explained to Officer Hardy, who responded in Alston when my cat was taken from me. I explained that I had not slept in a very long time and I was just overtired. They said I was just rambling incoherently and saying things that didn't make sense. Just all I need is time and records. Already working on multiple court cases. Gonna just sue everyone. I'll just ruin your lives with the system you've been using too. That's just how we do things here. We just gotta fuck each other over all the goddamn time. That's just how it is in America. Yeah. If people are gonna use the criminal justice system to terrorize me, I will use the civil system to extract justice appropriately. I don't want them locked in cages. I just don't want that for other people. I've experienced it. It's terrible. I don't want other people to go through that. That's how you're supposed to feel. You're not supposed to feel like, it was fine for me. No, it was awful. I don't want other people to go through that. That's how you're supposed to feel if you're actually a compassionate human being. Dickheads.